All praises, honor, and glory be to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Shem Rikaha Kwadash, the water Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai for the apostles, the elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect. My name is Korah, and this is for the elect's sake. Okay, I'm here to prophesy the downfall of this queendom, America, aka Babylon the Great, which is not so great. Okay, let's get into it. I wanted to bring out this Isaiah chapter 14, Salakia. Let's start at verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. That's the northern and the southern kingdom. And set them in their own land. Our homeland is Jerusalem. See? For Jerusalem is the mother of us all. The water Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat Shem Kakwadash. For Jerusalem is the mother of us all. What is that? Galatians 4 and 26. Let's grab it.
Refers to a contrast between
Galatians.
the Old and New Covenants. He uses the story of Sarah and Hagar to show.
Galatians chapter 4, verse 26. And it reads, but Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all. So that's our homeland right there. Jerusalem. Okay? That's our homeland. People say Africa. No, our homeland is Jerusalem, Israel. Okay? Let's keep going. Let's go back. Isaiah. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and will set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Israel. The strangers are the ones that are the how could you say this? The foreigners, okay? The foreigner Israelites scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay. It said, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. See? And in verse 2 it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place. See? Who we going to take? These Edomites. Okay? These heathens. Okay? The Edomites that are left over in this world. Okay? And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. So basically, they're going to be our slaves. See, the Lord said, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Okay? And they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. See? And that's what Abaratazah, that's what we looking forward to, okay? Salvation, okay? Rulership, okay? Salvation from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, okay? Ruling over our oppressors. That's what, here's the faith and the patience of the saints. Salakia, give me 1 second. I got a devil right here beside my car. Okay, let's keep going. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear, okay? All this bondage to slave trade, okay? Being in captivity under these devils, okay? Under these heathens, being on the bottom, gotten to get up and work every damn day, okay? Subject to payments, okay? Life hanging in doubt every day, okay? Being a byword and a proverb, okay? And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. See? So that lets you know right there that we are serving these Edomites right now. We serving all these heathens, okay? We servants to all these heathens, but mainly these Edomites, okay? Okay? Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. See, these Edomites, okay? And right now, the king of Babylon, aka America, is Tehran, okay? The cruel Lord, okay? And say, how have the oppressors seized the golden city seized? See, That's what we going to be saying, okay? Babylon is fallen. Babylon is fallen, okay? The Lord, verse 5, the Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepters of the ruler. He who smote the people in wrath with the continual stroke, see? Continual stroke. He still got his foot on our backs. Give me 1 second, Salaki. Yo, I'm doing a lesson. Let me get back with you in just a second.
Come on, me later.
Okay. Devil didn't want nothing. The Lord said, if it's possible, live peaceful with all men, okay? And that's what I try to do with these people around me, okay? Be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. Let's get back to it. Let's start at verse 4. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressor seized? The golden city seized, okay? America, this place, the rulership, see? It's done. It's no more, okay? Okay? The Lord Yahweh have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindered. See? The Lord said, be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. See? That's what the Lord said. See? He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindereth. See? He's going to get, missiles are going to hit this place. Okay? He's going to get double the cup of slavery. See? See? This devil is going to get everything that he dished out double. Okay? Okay? And people are going to rejoice. The world is going to rejoice. Verse 7. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. See, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. See? And that hand goes into the power. Okay? These Edomites got power over the whole earth right now because they ruling with their sword. See? The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Everybody going to be glad when this devil is taken out. Okay? Everybody is going to be glad when America, a.k.a. Babylon the Great, is taken out. Is brought down to nothing. Okay? Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller has come up against us. See? Nobody ain't chopping us down no more. Even the trees are going to rejoice, okay? Let's go to verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. See? All these nations are about to go against Babylon, see? Okay? The 10 horns shall hate the whore. Let me grab that. The 10 horns shall hate the whore. NATO, the EU, okay? NATO and the EU, okay? They gonna hate you. Revelation 17 and 16. Let's grab that. Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. See, America is the whore. The 10 horns is NATO and the EU, okay? The beast system, okay? And shall make her desolate. See, these nations are about to attack Babylon the Great. They about to bring do a lot of damage to this place, America, okay? And shall make her desolate and naked, see? She ain't no win for America for what's about to happen to her, okay? And shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. See? This place is about to be utterly burned with fire. See? For the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will. See, this is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's will. That America get bombed with these ICBMs. That America get taken out. That America get brought down low, okay? that America become the slaves. See, the rest of you Edomites are going to be slaves. The Lord is going to put everything in its rightful order. See, okay? For the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will, okay? And to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. See, the Lord right now is going to put the spirit on these nations, okay, to go ahead and take America out, okay? Right now they doing the will of Yahweh. The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. And that goes for all these kings. See? So when the Lord put it in their heart to attack, they will attack. Okay? And ain't nothing America can do about it. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to Isaiah. Verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved from thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. Okay? And that chief one that's really, really going to come against America is Russia. See? Russia, Iran, North Korea. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. See? Even all the chief ones of the earth, it have raised up from their thrones, okay, all the kings of the nations. Okay? Verse 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as weak as we? They're going to be like, you weak and you ain't got no power once these missiles start messing up your infrastructure. See? They're going to say, art thou also become as weak as we? Or thou become like unto us? They're going to be like, oh shit, you ain't nothing but a man. Okay? You can be taken out. You not God. Okay? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave. See, your rulership, all your luxury shit, your Hollywood, America is going to be utterly burned with fire, okay? And the noise of thy vows, see, all this living deliciously, okay? Okay? The worm is spread under thee and the worms cover thee. See, you're going to be brought down to a very low estate, to the grave, okay? How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? And that fallen from heaven means fallen from rulership. See? Let me grab that. Isaiah 14 and 12 in the blue letter. Isaiah 14 and 12 in the blue letter. Let's grab that. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Let's grab that. Let's see what that art thou fallen from heaven. Okay.
Strong's H 8064. Shamayan.
And it is. To be lofty. Having his rulership. Bear with me. Having his rulership in hell. Hell is a low condition. It's not showing me in this. Salakia, it's not showing me in this, but we're going to keep going. Let's see what this gives me. Let's see what this tells me. Bear with me. Well, having, Salaki for taking so long, I was looking for that word, trying to look up that word having. But having means rulership, okay? How art thou fallen from your rulership, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground? Let's see that. To fall, to lie, to be cast down. How are you cast down from your rulership? How are you falling short? You used to be on top. And that's what that's talking about. When most people, a lot of people read that, they misinterpret thinking that, oh, that's when Satan got kicked out of heaven. No, that don't mean that. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? It's talking about these Edomites, okay? It's talking about Esau's kingdom. It's talking about America, okay? Falling from rulership, okay? How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? Because America is the sword, okay? America, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So America is ruling the whole earth right now, okay? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. And that's what he did, okay? He's up in the stars right now with his satellites, okay? And he's also exalted himself above the Israelites, okay? I will also sit upon the mount of the congregations in the sides of the north, right here in North America, okay? I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High, see? His airplanes, okay? All this technology that allows him to go so far, because he can only go so far up in the sky, okay? Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, see? A low condition, slavery, okay? To the sides of the pit, okay? They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? See, Lucifer, this Lucifer that is talking about, it means light bearer, okay? Okay, this man, see, the Esau is the light bearer of the world. Okay, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. See, he set it himself up as God. Okay, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? See, you ain't nothing but a mere man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake the kingdoms, okay? That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners, okay? This is talking about a man. This is talking about Esau, okay? All the kings of the nations, even all of them lie in glory, everyone in his own house, see? Everybody gonna go back to their rightful place. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden underfoot. See, you're gonna be brought down so low, okay? They're gonna be like, is this the man? Okay, we thought he was tougher than that. This is the man. And these elites, okay? These are the ones that was ruling the earth. Okay. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed the land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. See? Y'all not gonna never get back in rulership. Okay? You're gonna be known as the wicked of the earth. Okay, you're gonna be known like you're gonna be the example of what not to be. Okay, and what we went through. Okay, you're gonna be that one. They be like, that was him that ruled the earth, and he wasn't nothing. Look at him now. See, you're gonna get talked about. Okay, real bad. You're gonna be brought down real bad. You going into slavery. Okay. Verse 21, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. See, the Lord is preparing slaughter for you Edomites, okay? For the iniquity of their fathers, okay? Prepare slaughter for his children. So, hey, this generation, okay, is going to get destroyed right here in America. And what's left on this earth, y'all going into captivity, okay? For the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. See? For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord. See? This is the Lord's doing. This is Yahweh Shem Yahushai's doing. Okay? And cut off from Babylon, a.k.a. America, these Edomites, the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. I will make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. See, that cloud, that nuclear cloud is going to come through and make this place desolate. Okay? This is one of my favorite verses right here. Verse 24. The Lord of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have sought, so shall it come to pass. See? It's going to come to pass, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. See? It's going to come to pass, whether you like it or not. You going into slavery, whether you like it or not. Okay? This place, America, will be destroyed, whether you like it or not. Okay? The Lord of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. And as I have purposed, so shall it stand. See? Ain't nothing you devils can do about it. Okay? Ain't nothing you heathens can do about it. Let me bring this out. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 55. The reward of thy hoarding shall be in thy bosom. Therefore shall thou receive thy recompense. See? You're going to get paid back. The Lord said, vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord. See? The Lord is going to pay these heathens. He's going to pay you Edomites. And he's also going to pay you Israelites back. Okay? Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall the Most High do unto thee. So imagine the captivities that we had to go through. Okay? This is what the Lord said. Okay? Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. See? Evil shall slay the wicked. See? Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. See? The sword. And what's the sword? These ICBM missiles. Okay? Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. This earth. Okay? This earth. There shall be not any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken. Okay? They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh, see? And drink their own blood for very hunger of bread and thirst of water, see? The Lord is about to bring famine. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth near. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues, the sword, famine. Let me get that. Let me get that. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. Thou as unhappy shall cause through the sea and receive plagues shall come. Thou as unhappy shall come through the sea and receive plagues again. See, the Lord said the plagues are sent. Who may draw them back? See, so hey, it's coming to you. Famine, death, and destruction. Let me get that. The Lord will bring famine, death, the sword, and destruction. Second Ezra. Second Ezra 15 and 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. See, this is what the world got the adversaries have forward to look for. Okay? Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. See, this is what the world have to look forward to. So I pray this lesson was edifying. Let me go back to this. Let me go back to this Isaiah. I'm going to end it with this again. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? How are you fallen from your rulership? Okay? Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay? Son of the morning. Okay? Lucifer means light bearer. See? Just like your Statue of Liberty. You burn that light. Okay? Like you got the, like everybody's drinking of your philosophies. Okay? Okay? Your wickedness, your enchantments, okay? And you're going to have to drink double the cup that you have dished out, okay? How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, okay? How you fall from heaven, you Edomites, okay? Son of the morning, okay? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations, see? Use the big badass, see? Okay, what is that scripture? For these two, thou sayest thou shalt be a lady forever. Thou sayest thou shalt be a lady forever. I'm going to end it on this. What is that? Isaiah 47. Okay. Isaiah 47 and 7. And thou sayest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay it these things to thy heart, neither did thou remember the latter end of it. See? Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures that dwelleth carelessly. See? How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? How art thou fallen from heaven, you Edomites? Okay? Esau, okay? That dwelleth carelessly, that saith in thy heart, I am and none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. See? How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Okay, verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children, widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantment. See? This is what you Edomites have forward to look forward to. Okay? So I pray this lesson was edifying to the Lord's elect. Okay? I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakaha Kodash, the water Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, for the apostles, the elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Okay? The water Yahweh for your son. Okay, Yahweh Shai, the water Yahweh Shai for being the sacrificial lamb. Okay. And I like to say salutations to the hopeful elect and Abba Babal. Shalom.